So, again, I want to go back. Problem, just the memory, the cause. What does the memory play? An experience, which is an effect called diabetes, Alzheimer's, really, Alzheimer's, all of that. How do you deal with that? Look inside. How do you deal with looking inside? Just say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So I'm gonna go over how you can do the cleaning. So, and then it's called, I'm gonna put the cleaning tools up on the board. If you have any questions while I'm doing this, please. This is so, I just love this. I just got back from Spain and France. They just love this stuff because the simplicity is so incredible. It's just in Hawaii, you know, somehow more constipation or something. Really, you go to places like France, they just eat this stuff up. Okay, I'm going to talk about Hawaii as two cleaning tools. So here's the word Hawaii. Ha, Y, E. So for the translation here is breath. So I'm going to teach you how to breathe, which is very simple to do. And as you breathe, the breathing process is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So you just sit and you do the process. I'll show you how to do it. And as you do this breathing, it begins to transmute any error, any memories going on, and just keeps working on like a kidney, just to, okay? Then I'm going to talk about Y, which is water. This is called the water of. This is the breath of. This is the water of. And here the word E is the omaka, or the divine source in you, okay? Hawaii, the breath and water of the divine source. So, anybody not clear before I move on? Okay, let's do the water first. So, science has found out that if you drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, you can cut your chances of colon cancer by 50%. You can get rid of more of your back pain. Any kind of arthritic pain you have will go. Just being willing to do the water, 8 to 10 glasses consistently. Anybody who's taken the training can tell us a story about the water? Okay, so let me go to the water first. So what you do is, here's how you prepare the water. You have to prepare it in a certain way. And it's very simple to do, well, except if you're in Los Angeles. Yeah, so what you do is you get a glass bottle. It's got to be glass. It's got to be blue. The bottle cannot be any color but blue. This is Los Angeles, response to Los Angeles. Does it have to be dark blue? How about light blue? Is this blue okay? This is Los Angeles, but they show up over there, yeah? So it has to be a blue bottle. And this is the part our Los Angeles don't like. You take tap water. Tap water? Why not bottled water? Can we do bottled? No, tap water. Okay, so here are the major ingredients. So you take a blue bottle, you fill it up with tap water, you put it out in the sun. How many hours?
At least 1
hour. Okay, at least an hour. And then after you've done that, you drink it, and it'll begin to do the Ho'oponopono. It'll erase. You pour it, you can cook with it, bathe with it, wash clothes with it. You can do all these things, and as you drink and use this water, it is a way of saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So you have a back problem, arthritic problem, anything like that, it'll begin to work on the memories that have caused you to experience that. Any questions about the blue water?
Is it just symbolic, or?
No, it's the real stuff. But when you prepare it, you're preparing this water, and this water, it becomes very holy. It becomes a complete water. And I don't mean holy in any sense other than when you drink it, it will go into the mind. Did you know that every cell has a mind? I didn't want to get into this, but I think I better. Anybody understand that? Did you know that every cell, trillion of cells in your body, everyone that has a mind? Okay. Because he asked a very important question, but you can't work unless you drink it. He's got it. So here's a physical cell, okay? One of trillions in your body. So around this cell is a electromagnetic field. And the first layer here is the subconscious. And then there's a second layer that goes around every cell of your body, even every organ. Whoops. And this is the conscious mind. And then out here is the everything else. So when you drink the solar water, this water goes to the subconscious mind and erases any memory. So any memory that creates that cell to be diseased will be healed. Any questions about that? So what that does when you drink the water, it actually works on the mind. It works on the energy level. The reason it works that way because our friend the Kahuna Lopa'au said, "Oh, try this, it'll work." And for hundreds and thousands of people, they go, "Wow." We had a case where a baby was crying all the time. Mama had problems with the baby. No matter how she handled the different formulas, one was slamming her door and she had put one drop of the blue solar water. A week later, the baby stopped crying. And cheap, you know. Really. You realize that 4,000 glasses of 8 ounces, you could drink that many compared to 6 cans of Coca-Cola? 6 cans of Coca-Cola, you can, instead of paying that, you can drink 4,000 glasses of water. Cheap. In Los Angeles, I think the water only costs 0.000001 cent per gallon.
So it cannot be filtered water then?
No. Yeah, this is Los Angeles now, I can say. But you have to try it and then see whether it works. That's how you're going to find out. But simple to do. You got arthritic back pain. Some of you got sciatic. I can watch it. I can see it in you. This thing, just drink the water. It'll begin to heal at the level of mind, because that's where the cause is. As soon as that thing gets like the tuning the ukulele, the cell will heal. But the cell can't be healed physically. That's not where the healing is. It has to begin in the mind.
Why is it blue? Why is the glass blue?
Well, I'm going to make it up now. That's what she got, and we just did it. But if you look at all of the history of things like Buddhic, you'll find out that these great beings had something to do with the blue. And the blue really is the connection to the source. It represents this water flow. Yeah. But I'm just making it up, yeah. And the only question is whether you're going to try it for yourself. That's how you're going to find out. That's what I did. I go, nah, I don't know what I'll try it anyway.
But it kind of helps to understand where the
You won't understand it. You have to try it. You have to do it. It's like coming and having, let's say, a wine there, a bottle of wine, and you say, well, tell me how it tastes. Well, and the guy can explain, but you won't know it until you taste it. And not only that, that bottle will taste different to her. This is why you say, well, how did it go for you? You're talking to the wrong person. Because this process is that each one of you has a different, unique identity, and you're going to be treated differently. The water you make will be different from anybody else's. Because that divinity in you knows exactly what water, that water will work for you. It's not, you can't be treated like cattle, yeah? Which is wonderful, yeah? As opposed to taking aspirin. Everybody takes aspirin. Yes?
How long has this blue water treatment been going on?
Oh, as long as she's been around. Maybe she passed in 1992, maybe 80 years.
So this was something channeled to her?
Meditated on, yeah. But it's simple to do. I mean, people have had arthritic back problems. Instead of doing all the other stuff, it's so much cheaper to use the water. Why would water work? Well, what happens is that most of us, 70% or more of you, are dehydrated. It's just the way it is. And I can look at you and tell you that. Now, if you have a cell that's dehydrated, the cell's like that. And now, when the cell is flat, it has to keep the water, okay? I'm just telling you. So the way it keeps the water in there, it does something that creates problems for you. It uses cholesterol to stop the water from flowing out. So now the cholesterol begins to build and you're stuck with high cholesterol because you didn't drink enough water. But if you drink blue water too, it'll get into the mind of every cell and organ of your body. That's where cholesterol comes in, because you don't have enough water in you. So it just builds and you have heart problems, diabetes.
Can you take some of the solar water, like say when you travel and you don't have the glass blue bottle, can you bring like a plastic bottle and take other water and
Yep.
add solar water?
Yeah.
And it would be solar? Can you do
From
that?
Texas, huh? Okay. Yeah. So what you do is like the ocean. Like if you read anything like Shakespeare, which is beautiful, Shakespeare says you take one drop from the ocean, it's like, and putting in it, like putting the whole ocean in there. Yeah. Because one molecule, it comes out of something, it's a representation of all of it. So you can take a drop and you can put it in whatever, coffee, anything you drink. Yeah. Are there any questions about the water?
Did Morna get it not just from meditation, but just from studying the Hawaiian tradition?
They would not have, when I hung around it, they would have nothing to do with it. Really, the Hawaiian community, in my experience, would have nothing to do with it. She was weird. She was weird in a very basic sense. This Ho'oponopono is between you and God, and not between you and your neighbor. You know how you, oh yeah. And she has some pretty weird, far out kind of concept. You have to spend some time and look at the history of where the Hawaiians are today and why they do this group thing. You'll see where it comes from, and it's not ancient. The ancient people could talk directly to God. They didn't talk to anybody. You don't know, but like for example, in the old days, you could have a taro farmer who could do these things. He wasn't part of the Kahuna line at all. But he had people who could do these things that didn't even bother those folks. That's what I'm here to show you. You don't have to go do anything strange. You can do it for yourself. So you can take one drop of water and do it. Yeah. So there's always a story. Let's begin anew. So this is what this board represents. This beginning anew. And that's who you are. You're always new, eternal. This is how you came to be. And this is your mind, and your mind is always eternal. What happens to your mind though, if a memory plays, the memory plays with the mind. It just grips it. So now the memory leaves the mind, but as soon as you let go of that, the mind comes back to zero in a state of silence. So once it comes back into that state of silence, then inspiration automatically come up. You can hear what to do, or you don't even hear it. It just happens. And then memory comes up. It's like Shakespeare says, you know, a rose is so fragile, when something comes up, you destroy it. So memory is much more powerful than an inspiration. So the way to deal with any problem is you have to erase it first. It's kind of like doing the spell check. Thank God, you know, I don't know, my machine does it for me. Go. Yeah. So let's say you're spelling the word thank you, but for whatever reason you reverse this. Okay. Now you know, in order to make that change, you have to erase it. So you erase it. It creates a zero. That's where you're beginning again. And now the correction is made. But when you do this cleaning, you don't have to do anything. The correction will take place automatically without your having to fuss around with it. All you have to do is come back to zero. So Ho'oponopono, the purpose of Ho'oponopono, which is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, is to transform the memory so you can come back to yourself. Once you come back to yourself, everybody falls in place. It's like before the Houston Symphony plays, the concert master comes out and goes, and everybody goes, but that's what you have to do nonstop. You have to keep tuning and tuning. The minute you stop, all hell breaks loose. That's why you have the kidney. If the kidney says, I only do this on Sundays, the rest of the days you're on your own, you're going to have a problem. So this cleaning is when you drink the water. As you drink the water, it's constantly washing, constantly. Because this water is a tool that says, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Now, if you look at a lot of religion, including American Indians, you'll see that water plays a very important part, yeah? So again, what we're talking about is cause and effect, yeah? So the effect being a physical problem. But you see, what we do as science associates or people like we work on the effects. So all the pharmaceutical company and everybody else will work on trying to deal with the effect. But what the Ho'oponopono is about, that Mona brought when she was born into the consciousness, is the work on the cause, which is a memory replaying that causes that experience.
Ho'oponopono. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. If you haven't heard of it, brace yourself, because it's the most powerful, the most transformational, the most magical, the most miraculous technique I've ever come across. I'm Dr. Joe Vitale. I've written 80 books. I've recorded 15 albums. I have 200 some products. I have a coaching program, certification programs, but nothing ever has had the impact in my life as Ho'oponopono has. I've been teaching it to other people since around 2005. There is great depth to it, though it's very simple. On the very superficial level, there's really only 4 phrases, and you're kind of saying them as a quiet prayer or petition. But there's so much more to it than that. And what I really want you to do is check it out. I want you to check it out for you, your family, your friends, and ultimately for the world. It's that powerful. And as I like to say, expect miracles.